30-year-old Jonathan Wynn works as a manager for a credit card company, but his real passion and longtime hobby is digital photography.
One thing about being the photographer is that you don't have to be in the pictures because you're taking them. So generally I'll take pictures of, flowers or something in the grass, but it's something that you wouldn't even notice if you walked by. When you look at pictures of yourself, there's always one thing you go to, first and foremost, and I think that was always my nose. I never felt ugly, no, but I always knew I could look better.
Jonathan hopes to realize his full potential by undergoing facial plastic surgery.
The hope is to be in better harmony, my face, my nose, and my chin, and everything to just be a little bit more balanced.
Jonathan, come on back.
Jonathan consults with one of Orange County's most popular plastic surgeons, Dr. Boris Ackerman.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Have a seat, have a seat.
Thank you.
Let's chat for a few minutes.
Okay.
I guess I want to soften some of my features a little bit more. I definitely want something done on my nose.
Hold this mirror right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Before considering any surgery, most important thing a surgeon ought to do is study the anatomy. Overall, it's slightly wide in a couple of areas, slightly wide right here in the bony portion,
Right.
and you have a bit too much cartilage in the nasal tip.
I wanted to make sure that, I see these people go in for, have noses done and they come out with women's noses.
In male, the nose cannot be scooped out too much, cannot be turned up too much, cannot be made too small for the face.
Good.
You have a very specific flattening in this area. We can take a bit of your own fat, instead of putting any foreign body implants, with your own fat, if it's done in a certain way, it will maintain itself there forever. We will go ahead and balance this cheek out a bit so you have more of a rounded look.
Jonathan's complete makeover will consist of a nose job, fat injections, a chin implant, and liposuction under his chin.
He's a fantastic doctor, and he makes you feel very comfortable, and he's very competent, so no fear. I have no fear about the surgery whatsoever.
I think it definitely has made me feel a little bit more confident in my surroundings in Orange County. I definitely feel like I accomplished what I set out to accomplish.